It's all I wanna do. Believe, believe, believe. It's all I wanna do. Believe, believe, believe. It's all I wanna do.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to PAX. Please take your seats and silence all cell phones. Our program begins now.
Welcome, guys. Thank you guys for showing up.
Hey. Hey guys, thank you so much for coming to my panel on such short notice. Whoa! There's a lot of you. I'm sorry, we kind of threw this thing together really late, and we didn't even announce.
20 minutes ago.
Yeah. We didn't even announce we were coming until last minute, so where you already guys had your tickets. So thank you so much for showing up, and we'll do it right next time. So it's been a super crazy past couple of days for me. I probably have had maybe, I don't know, like 6 to 8 hours of sleep over the past 3-4 days. So that's exciting because, this is obviously the website, the Angry Army. If you guys want to go there, that's where all my content is updated. We have some wonderful moderators and community managers who run events and play. We play games together and stuff. So we're gonna be ramping that up this year, along with something that I have been working on for the past. Oh shoot! What is it? Okay, I've been working on this for 2 years, and you guys. I just want to I just want to thank you guys so much for making this a reality.
Celebrate over 30 years
So
of the greatest fighting game franchise.
I basically
by
put this
playing
video
in a
together
whole
with my
new
buddy
way.
Lashman.
Welcome to Street Fighter, the miniatures game. Select your favorite fighter as you
And
battle
so we put
one-on-one,
this video
2-on-2,
together.
3-on-3,
It was so
and
nerve-wracking. Like
even
I
an
wanted
up
to do the
6
license
player
justice,
free-for-all.
and I
On
was like,
stage,
how do you
inspired
create
directly from
a video in under 2 minutes and things to sort of get across what you've been working on for 2 years? And it was so nerve-wracking. I didn't do the video for the longest time, and then we started working on it probably about a month before the Kickstarter. And it just came together, you know, amazingly, and I was able to convey in the video real quickly what the game is, and I think it turned out really well.
But the fun doesn't stop there. The boss modes adds this franchise's iconic villains. As 3 players team up to take on one overpowered boss player who will stop at nothing to crush all opposition. Through this exclusive Kickstarter's add-ons and unlockable free stretch goals, help us celebrate this long.
So we basically, I announced this at PAX probably, I think about 2 years ago, and it's just amazing to see it get funded by you guys, and finally it's here. So yeah, just wanted to thank you guys on that. And oh yeah, thank you. So, because it did so well, you know, we funded in less than a day. It was like 20 hours, and it really perked the ears up of, you know, the suits and the corporate, and they were like, oh, that's pretty good. So what you're doing is you're allowing us to work on future things, and so I was just wanting to share with you guys some of that, a sneak peek. And then after that, we'll do a little bit of live commentary on some angry reviews, and then take some Q&A if you guys are wondering what we threw together last minute. So, okay, so here's a little sneak peek what we've been working on. I don't know if you can recognize what this is. So, we got that going. That's something different.
See, what happened was,
Okay. Well, I didn't mean to show that, Joe. I'm sorry. So I visited the offices here, and we were having some discussions that I think went well, and part of that is because of you guys. And just to explain this picture, this is, I don't want you to misunderstand this. I was driving around with Joe. And
it's a mystery, honestly.
I found this in his car, and I was like, damn, I need some chapstick. You got any chapstick, Joe? And it's an extra chapstick? And he's like, no. So I was looking around, and I found this. I was like, what and why? Joe, what is this?
He uses it. You know he does.
Do you really use it?
It perks up my lips, all right? It plumps my lips up.
Plumps them up? Well,
I need to look good.
Yeah, you do look good, Joe, but I shouldn't judge because this was literally 2 days before I did this.
I'm so happy. I have a new computer. There is no better feeling in this world when you're a gamer and you get this new high-powered PC. I must mark this occasion. I'm gonna make so many more videos. I'm gonna expand my horizons. I have to get new audiences. I have to expand. I have to be more advertiser friendly. That's it, guys. I know what I'm gonna do. From now on, it is no longer the Angry Joe Show. Not with how I feel. It's gonna be the Happy Joe Show. Whee! Woo! And we're gonna do, I know, much better content than ever before. We're gonna do makeup tutorials and ASMR.
So this is unicorn essence.
You
It
have
is
no room to talk
skin-enhancing
from here on out.
Antioxidant serum. What you do is you want to apply just a small little drop.
This is a real product, guys. I'm not joking.
It's
unicorn
It is unicorn essence, and it moisturizes your face, and it actually works.
It's creepy.
So you just gotta rub it in like that
Enhance.
and enhance your skin.
Enhance.
So I just found it ironic that
think you
I
should
was making
continue.
fun of other jokes.
should continue.
But I gotta no.
Yes, let's.
So, but I will admit, like that was a lot of fun. I'm man enough to admit we went to Sephora.
Sephora. We didn't realize how expensive that place
And
is.
the ladies there were so excited. They were like, wait, what? You want us to do you up and give you a makeover? I was like, yes, I need this makeover. They got so excited. There were customers in the store like, waiting around while like 3 ladies are hovering around me doing my makeup.
They were jealous.
But they did the makeup absolutely professional. And I'm so sorry, we don't have the picture here for you, but obviously I had to take it all up and then do my own. And I obviously don't know what I'm doing, so it looks pretty bad. So yeah, I just wanted to share that little story with you. And yeah, cool. So let's just go ahead and talk a little bit about, just because I'm doing the board game and doing movie reviews, doesn't mean that we're stopping the Angry Joe Show. All this allows us to continue to bring you more and stuff, so don't worry just because of the board game. I've actually been working on that for the past 2 years, so I've had to juggle a lot. And it's almost like 4 full-time jobs. You got YouTube, which can take up your whole day, and it's a full-time job. Then we do the Twitch streaming. Dell here helps us out a lot with that. He's recently been doing a lot more. The rapid-fire reviews are really good, Dell, and that provides the content in between our other reviews. And then I've got the board game company, and now this Kickstarter, which is basically like a full-time job. So it's a lot to manage, but I did want to let you guys know that reviews aren't going anywhere, and if you give me like a month or 2, they're going to start coming out.
They're a lot of fun to make. We have a great time.
Exactly. When we flip on that camera, that's where the magic happens.
Improv.
Me and Joe.
Nothing but improv.
Yeah, so we just want to let you in on the creative process and kind of how we put these things together. How do we do it, Joe?
They wing it.
Exactly same way
They
we did
wing
this
it.
presentation. We get the costumes, put it on, and turn on the camera.
Yeah.
That's it.
we play the games, and we'll have a notepad. We'll sit next to, here, let me go ahead and play some of this while I talk. So, you know, we'll play the games, we'll sit with a notepad, we'll write down funny ideas and parodies and things. And then when we start filming these things, people will stare at us or, you know, things like that. And I don't know, we get inspired to do new jokes. And so we'll run in the house and chains. I'm not.
Joe, what are you doing in my house?
You want to play a zombie game?
No! God damn it! Okay, I'll play your stupid zombie games this year. Just stop torturing me. Come on, let's go. Joe, get out from over there. Let's go. Come out from over there.
I thought we were
Joe,
done
let's
filming.
go.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay. That's not part of it. Joe just does these things. Oh man.
Jesus fucking
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do a lot of profanity, but that's the show. You guys know that. So I lost my train of thought by watching that. But I just say it was so entertaining watching your faces watch one of my videos. I've never seen that before. Like so many of you, that was crazy. I love it. So yeah, as you can tell, you would think that by now, in our 10th year, we would have big full-blown productions. I would have a big staff of writers and things and people to edit the videos. But no, it's just me and Joe and Dell who are doing all the work. And I think that's kind of what the essence is of the Angry Joe Show. We get to be cheesy because our videos are dumb. They're cheesy and they're dumb, but they're fun and they're raw and they, you know, just kind of try to convey the emotions and feelings that we all have when we play these games. So I hope that comes through in this video. So I'm just gonna play one more because I really want to watch y'all watch this.
Look,
and then we'll go to the Q&A. All right.
Avatar wishes that they had CGI as good as we do.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Like, they can't even come close.
Finally, a good DBZ game, unlike that piece of crap DBZ Connect that we reviewed last. Now, Joe, I can show you my real power.
You think you're the only one with power? Prepare to fight.
I see you've been training, Joe. Good. Good. That just means I don't have to hold back. Witness my true power!
Always wanted to do that. You know you guys have wanted to.
Prepare for your end!
You're really
Emo Blue, Joe. More powerful version of blue.
Is that all? I've been training way harder than you could ever imagine. I've achieved a level no one's ever seen before.
No, Joe, don't! Joe, that's too much power! You don't know what you're
I have a story with that wig.
True power.
He went way faster than that.
I feel so weak. No.
So yeah.
With that wig, though,
I can't thank you guys enough for allowing us to just
my
be
story real
big kids and just act silly. So Joe, what were you gonna say?
so with that wig, I was in the costume room changing, and we just so happened to have that wig.
Right, that
from
wasn't the plan. Like
the
that parody
Mafia.
was not the thing.
And I was like, hey, I got a great idea. Let's just try this out. Let's reuse our costumes, make some use out of them. And I think it turned out pretty well.
So yeah, Joe, as you could tell, Joe works out and I don't. So that's how he was able to achieve that level. But all these things are, nostalgic for me, and it's just so cool to be able to, add something to Dragon Ball Z and then, with the Street Fighter game. And I just want to give you all a little sneak peek at what's coming up for other licenses that you guys have made possible. So I'm going to show you 2 that I kind of snuck in a video, and then 1 brand new miniature for an upcoming game that nobody's ever seen finished. So here is, I think you recognize this gentleman here, and Sub-Zero for our upcoming Mortal Kombat miniatures game. And I just wanted to show you, the painstaking detail we have put into these things. This is done by Dargan Jargon. They're miniature sculptors. And now, obviously, this is a colored 3D render, so the actual final miniature isn't going to look quite as good as this. This is what they do in the industry. But what we're going to do is we're going to try to hit this as close as possible. And a lot of these things are really impressive in person. So whereas, I'm not sure if I can say the name of another product, Bleroflix, something like that will have something between like 4 to 10 painting operations. Our miniatures have 60 to 80 painting operations. And when I went to these manufacturers, they were like, I'm sorry, what? you want what? And they're like, do you not want to make any money? Do you realize how expensive this game is to produce? And I said, I don't care. I want the best for this. And so we're really not, I've seen some comments, Joe just wants money, wants to make the Kickstarter. I'm telling you guys, that's not true. Our margins are completely gone. And the reason why we can do that is because of you. Because I'm not a company on Kickstarter that lives off Kickstarter. I have the YouTube because of you people. So what I can do is, even if we break even, I'm fine, because you guys have supported us over these past 10 years. So we're trying to pour everything we have into it. So that was, this is another gentleman you might recognize, and a Scorpion. And then I'll go ahead and show you, and then so the development process, there's a lot of little cool, interesting decisions on what kind of, color you want and things. But here she is. This is one of my personal favorites, Cassie Cage. I don't know if you guys like her, but I think she's freaking sweet. So that's what she looks like, and I can't wait to show you guys more for that game when we start to gear up for it. So we'll go ahead and start some. Or go ahead, Dell. Did you want to inject in here with some of what you've been doing on Twitch? Oh yeah.
Hi, I'm Dell. Nobody knows who I am, but I'm on the channel still. So let me just do this has been 4 years. So I'll just say hi, I've been here 4 years, and you guys still come in and go, I don't know who you are, but hi. Hi, everybody. So I've just recently started doing the rapid fires on the channel, and I'm still new, so please be gentle. You guys have been really supportive of that, and I've been really appreciative of the 90% of the good comments. The other 10%, they make me stay up at night, sad. But but no, it's been a really crazy experience for me because, I got really lucky meeting this guy, and I never thought that I'd be doing what I do today. I thought maybe I'd live and die in a Best Buy or something later on in life. But it's just been a great experience, and I think one of the scariest things was getting into the show, because he's been doing this for what, like 8-10 years at this point? And when I first started doing the rapid fires, everybody was like having this expectation of they have to be on the same level as his. But you guys have been really supportive and really helpful and giving me critique and, hey, you could do this better, you know, don't suck as much. And I'm like, oh, thanks, that's wonderful. So it's been helpful and, you know, it's been transformative and I've been working on it. But the next thing I will say that I am reviewing is a game called Extinction, which involves giant orc dudes. And so that's going to be the next thing I'm working on. I don't know about them personally, but, you know, I appreciate you guys and, you know, maybe in 8 years everyone will know who I am.
No,
I appreciate
It's not that people don't know who you are. It's just that you're not always on camera. And so when I'm acting silly and stuff like that, me and Joe on camera, and they don't see Dell very often, let me kind of clue you in on what's going on behind the scenes and how much Dell contributes. When we play these games and we formulate our opinions, you know, sometimes I'm not very good at, you know, especially first-person shooters. And Dell can come in and give me that angle and tell me exactly what's broken. I remember one of Dell's best examples is The Division. I mean, it's kind of obvious some things were broken in that game, I knew. But to get actual footage, that is so important to me in my show, because what I like to do is I like to inform at the same time I'm entertaining. So you have to show the person what the actual bug or the stupid part in the game that needs fixing, and Dell can provide these kinds of things that it might take me like 10, 20 hours of re-recording over and over. It takes somebody with Dell's skill a lot shorter. So, and then just writing the reviews and stuff, he'll send me notes and things of his experiences, and I really, that's what happened? And then I go and I test it, and I go, oh my God, I didn't even get to that aspect. So when you're doing these reviews that have bloated over time to 30, 40 minutes, and that's just because I always look at the comments and they're like, Joe, you didn't do the third raid in Destiny 2, so you don't know what the fuck what the hell you're talking about. You can't say anything about the game unless you've played it 220 hours. And I'm, you know, so that how all this stuff that Dell does and that Joe does all goes into making the Angry reviews great, expansive, wide-ranging, and it takes a long time to produce those kinds of things. So we really value and appreciate that. So, okay, I have some goodies to give to y'all because y'all came on such last-minute notice. I wanted to give everybody, well, I don't think everybody, but as many people as I could, a badass seal of approval, because all of you guys are badass. So here's what we'll do. We'll do Q&A, and as you come up, I'll give you one of these, and then later on, I'll just throw a bunch at you or something. I like throwing stuff at y'all. So let's, if y'all will go ahead and line up to do some questions and things.
Orderly, please. No murder.
All right, first question, no pressure.
Ask other Joe a lot of questions.
Hold on one
really
second.
Calm.
I forgot something.
It's a big surprise.
Yeah, so we have a community over here going on the Kickstarter, and you know where people are backing from. So far, London is kicking ass. Thank you very much, London, followed by Los Angeles, Sydney, and you can kind of see where people back from. And we've got this great community in our comments, and so if you decide to back the game or pledge any, you can come in here. But anyway, the point is, these guys wanted me to let you know of a little bet they have running. Is that if we get a certain amount, usually these things will double or triple towards the end. Kickstarters, they spike, then they have a lull, and then they spike at the end. But they just wanted to do this bet that I agreed to, that if we manage to hit 2 million, I will be dressing up and cosplaying as Cammy. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. I know you're really gonna enjoy that.
Yep.
So I wanted to confirm that. Go ahead with your question.
All right, any chance of you doing a review of Justice League with Doug Walker?
Justice League. I actually don't know. Doug, you know, the Channel Awesome guys, they pull my videos and put the videos up on the website. We've done many crossovers with them in the past. I've loved the Man of Steel thing. I was so honored because I got to dress up as Superman. And
like you don't do that enough.
Yeah, he does such a good job. So I would love to. Yeah, if he asks me to, then I'm doing it. But you know, I just kind of I'm in my own little world, just trying to make videos for you guys, so I don't really get to interact a lot with the other people. But if you ask me, I'll definitely do it, because I got a lot to say about Superman's mustache. They ruined him forever. Every time you look at Superman,
You know-
he looks like, oh God, what did they do? Such a handsome man. It's hard to mess up Henry Cavill's face. I don't know why they did that. Anyway, thank you. Yeah, here, let me give you one.
The number of times we've come over to work and he's in his Superman onesie and won't take it off is just, it's been a lot.
Yeah, so the gentleman over there.
Yes, real quick before I ask my question, I just want to say last year I was deployed to the Middle East, and on the few days I had off, I rewatched almost all your videos, and I think the humor really got me through being away from my friends and family. So thank you so much for keeping those videos out there.
No, thank you.
Thank you for. Thank you for your service, and thank you so much for saying that.
Thank you. So my quick question is, a lot of your videos involve something about DLC, downloadable content. What ways do you think that companies can implement DLC in the right way or a little bit more ethical way?
Yeah. Thank you for asking that, because obviously as we get further into this world of microtransactions and DLC, we should probably band together and kind of come up with a list of commandments. I know a few of my viewers have kind of done some, but maybe I could put out some video that kind of gives all my stances on what I feel is like exploitative and what is acceptable, because some of these companies are going to do it anyway, and we can encourage and support the ones that do it the right way and sort of discourage the ones that don't. So I don't mind DLC. I just, like, for example, Battlefront 2, you know, are these games that require you to spend $60 up front and then use the very same payment model and grinding model and microtransactions that are in mobile games to squeeze more out of you. That's where I'm like, no. But if it was $0 up front, where, you know, a lot of mobile games are $0, then I have no problem with that. And there are some mobile games that I'll play and that I enjoy with microtransactions. Say, Joe, you're a hypocrite. How could you play that mobile game? Well, first off, I'm not really serious about it. I play it when I'm sitting on the toilet. It's not a real game to me. I mean, I guess it's a real game, but you know what I mean. It's just farting around with it, literally. But I spent $0, and I'm like, you know what? There are a few that, hey, I'll kick you $5-10, no problem. But when you're asking people $60 up front, and there's locked content on the disc, and you can clearly tell they're ripping things out and selling it piecemeal, that's not cool with me. But yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, let me give you this.
Just dump it out.
Yes, sir.
Hi, it's really great to see you, a longtime fan. One thing I always wondered, is there any game that you wish you could change the score of, see how it's like developed?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so.
We actually had a recent one.
A game, I remember a long time ago, I rated a game. When I first started reviewing, it was so exciting because I started getting review copies, and that's intoxicating, you know, when companies are like, hey, we're going to send you this copy. I got this copy in the mail. It's like, I was like, I have this, and nobody else has it, and I'm so excited, and I'll play a game. I think it was Sacred. Was the first one, and they had heavy metal, like they, for no reason, like some of the characters in the game were just jamming out a heavy metal in like the trailer and things like that. But overall, the game wasn't quite as good as I think I said. I think I was like an 8 or a 7. And at the time, Spoonie had come straight up to me. I think it was like the first time I ever met him. And he comes straight up, he's like, Joe, I watched your review on Sacred. I was like, oh yeah, did you like it? Is it cool? He's like, yeah, I bought it on your recommendation. And I was like, well, what? He's like, it was terrible. It was the worst thing I've ever played. I was like, oh shit. And then I kind of dwelled on it, and I thought about it, and I was like, oh, you know, I guess it kind of wasn't as good as I thought. And I went back, and I was like, so yeah, there are, from time to time, there are a few scores that I kind of regret giving, or I'll get caught up in just the meta stuff. Like one of them, Suicide Squad. I always get crap for Suicide Squad because I gave it an 8 out of 10. But we had a meet in Austin where Angry Army fans came out, so I watched that with you guys, and we were drinking, because at the Alamo Draft House you can have beers, and so I just thought it was dumb, like silly fun, and I didn't realize that giving it an 8 would forever follow me for the rest of my life, your Suicide Squad. But yeah, thank you so much.
I think a lot of the thing, too, is like, we'll just get so wrapped up in playing the game that we never really get a chance to sit on it after we're done playing it because Joe goes right into
this world is like, I need that video.
Yeah.
Where's that video? Why it just came out yesterday? And now, honestly, it was cool. I started getting review copies and then my show, and they started seeing what I would do, and then I don't play ball, and so now I don't get review copies very often anymore. It's pretty surprising who will give me them. I'll be upfront and honest. Ubisoft is one that continues to give me review copies. They don't care. There are actually some really cool people over there, and there's some fans of the Angry Joe Show. I think some CEOs, sons and daughters like the show, so I think that's why they keep sending us copies, even though they know Joe's not nice to some of those. But thank you to them because they're very cool. Yeah. And you guys can ask these guys questions as well. It's not just me. Okay, go ahead.
What's going on, Joe? Thanks for showing up here. Hey, I want to say thank you for the Titanfall 2 Angry review because that was spot on and beautiful and did complete justice. Is there a game coming up in the near future that it doesn't even matter if you're doing an Angry review for, but has the same type of effect where the developers are doing it right and this game looks very promising that you would recommend?
Okay, so that requires me to have kind of a hands-on or at least behind the scenes kind of looking at it so I can give you some early looks at it that I think it's coming along well. If you were just talking about what games I'm personally excited about, like obviously Red Dead Redemption 2. I did like 3 videos, separate videos on that for the first one. So I'm looking forward to that. As far as developers who are doing it right, I'm talking fast because I want to get as many of you guys in here as possible, is Cyberpunk from the developers of Witcher, CD Projekt Red. They do things right. Now, I don't know how it's coming, so don't come to me. Oh, Joe's got back behind the scenes stuff. But those guys know what they're doing, and they really care about the license, and they care about the people that purchase their games, and so I always love supporting CD Projekt Red, so definitely buy Cyberpunk when it comes out. But yeah, thank you. You.
So I just wanted to say that ignore the YouTube comments and the Twitch comments, especially like Delrith and whatnot.
They're just jealous of how beautiful I am.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
You are
sexy. Beard in me.
You are so sexy, dude.
Spot on.
They don't have a beard like you do.
If you knew Dell the way I knew Dell, and he makes you laugh day to day, he makes playing games so much more fun when you're kind of burned out, and he's like, Joe, let's play it, and then you just get so happy again. And plus, he is just so huggable and fun to touch.
It's my best quality.
We wouldn't be here, if it wasn't for you guys, because you guys are awesome, and your board game is coming out awesome, and the future board games look very good.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you very much.
There you go. Thank you so much.
Hey, Angry Joe. With the amount of time that you guys spend doing streaming and working on new YouTube videos, how do you find time to go back to play games that you really loved? And what games do you recommend?
Yeah, okay. I don't have any time.
We don't.
And it sucks. But, I mean, this is the greatest job in the world, dude, so I have no complaints. But that's the one thing is, like, I wish I could go back and check out, like, Elder Scrolls Online because, even though I had problems with the game, when we would do these massive raids together and I would give these speeches in the game to, like 100 players, and I would be like, do you know what lies beyond that bridge? Immortality, take it. It's yours. Charge. And then everybody, like the feeling, there's so few feelings in the world like that. And so everybody's acting as a group. So any game that comes out, for you publishers out there that you're watching, I want another PlanetSide, like a PlanetSide 3 or like another one of those games where we can get the whole Angry Army, like everybody in this room, and just like beat the crap out of something or fight another army or something. So yeah, that would be really cool. Awesome. Thank you for that question. Go ahead.
Nice.
A good throw.
Thank you.
That was a good throw.
Hey, so I know how you felt about Dragon Age Inquisition based on your fairly angry review of it. But so with Dragon Age 4 coming out, what would you like to see? Like, what would actually make a happy review for you?
Oh, did they do the official announcement yet?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I haven't seen it. Okay, I'll have to check that out. What do I think of it? Well, I hope it's not, too generic or anything like that. I think after what's happened, go ahead. Yeah.
I hope it's not 2.
Oh, yeah.
I hope it's not that one that doesn't exist.
In Kirkwall, yeah.
I want to know what team did it. What happened to the team that did, it sucks, and I know, and I hope I'm not the one that contributed to this. You know, the Mass Effect Andromeda. That's a sad story because I love Mass Effect and I want to see more. And they were like, no, it's done. You know, I was like, no, do better next time. Don't kill it. You know, but I guess they just want to restart. So I'm wondering if some of the team went over from there to maybe Dragon Age 4. So as long as they don't bring the facial map guy or the facial animations, I'm cool with that. And bless his heart, maybe we can give him a job doing, I don't know, sweeping the floors. And no,
maybe.
I'm just kidding. You know I love you. I don't know who you are, but I love you, dude.
It was his face that was tired.
Yeah. His face was tired that day, and he thought somebody was going to come in and fix it later, and they done did him dirty, so. Yes.
Hey, Joe, I just wanted to ask you regarding a tweet that you posted earlier about Pacific Rim Uprising.
Oh, yeah.
Any further comments regarding the whole copyright claim and everything else about Universal Pictures that they did?
So, if y'all don't know, Chris Stuckman, who is an amazing movie reviewer, I aspire to do movie reviews as good as he's real good. And Jeremy Johns, my boy's over there reviewing movies, so I just want to be as good as them. But anyway, so they constantly deal with, some companies, and some companies are cool and some companies aren't. The one that's not cool is Universal Zephyr, and it may be this Zephyr part of it, and Universal's fault too, because they need to get the reins on these guys, and they just aggressively, strong arm and bully people kind of on these things, in my opinion, and copyright claim. If you just basically talk about their movie, I have some footage playing in the background, but it is obscured. It's not a substitute for the original, and it was in the press release. So it's like, why would you claim a video of stuff that you would give people to post when you're doing movie reviews? So yeah, I don't know. There's just good and bad companies out there, and it's getting crazy on YouTube, man, with a lot of videos being demonetized for reasons that don't quite make sense. I understand trying to cultivate some good content and get rid of the bad apples, but you're hurting good people too, and good people's dreams. And people come up to me, Joe, I was making this channel, and I love your videos, and I'm trying to do the same thing, and I keep getting demonetized. Can you help me? And I was like, I can't even get my help sometimes, so I have to use, Twitter and tweet about it, and these companies will see. So eventually this is going to come to a head, I think, in the next 5 years, where something big is going to happen, where somebody has to take somebody to court to get a little bit more, better rules in place. But thank you so much for the question. Here you go. Yeah. Awesome. All right.
How's it going, guys? I just want to start off and say that I'm a fan of first-person shooters. I love post-apocalyptic stuff like The Last of Us and the Fallout series, but my all-time favorite has to be the Metro series. And now with Metro Exodus coming on in the fall, I want each of your opinions on it, even though there's still not a lot to go on, but what are your initial thoughts?
It can't look that good, can it? Is that for real? Because I am so excited. Like, this looks amazing, and I hope it's going to kind of do for Metro. Well, the previous Metros were great, but you know how Zelda, for me, I never played Zelda before, and when they went with this kind of new open world thing, it got new, excited people onto the franchise to experience it, and I hope that kind of this jump for Metro is going to do the same, because Metro, not a lot of people know about it, and people forget about it. In fact, I think I was, talking with somebody and listing the games off, and then he mentioned Metro. I was like, oh, I forgot, Yeah. So I want this thing to be as big as possible. I know we're going to do a review on it. We're going to support it, and yeah, check out Metro if you guys haven't seen it's beautiful trailers. Go ahead.
What? Metro's great. Everybody likes Metro, right? Has anybody here played it? It's fantastic. Great game series, and yes, we'll be reviewing it.
Looking for those monsters up in there. It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be great. And honestly, Other Joe streams like a girl during horror games, so it's great. Fantastic.
So I'm gonna dress up.
When you would go underground and you get those little spider creatures, you'd freak out. So I hope that's still in there. Then gross.
I'm terrified of
his pitch just goes whoop.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Keep up the great work.
Thank you. You?
Hey, Joe, I just want to say thank you for your reviews. A few of them have been, to be honest, really honest, and I appreciate the raw energy that you put behind it.
Yeah.
With that being said, DMC. A few times when I'm upset or something like that, I'll go back to that old video that you did for DMC please tell me what was the inspiration behind that, because it was spot on.
Well, just you know, the factor that I really love the franchise, and it sucks because, you know, I want the franchise to do well because this gives you the opportunity to do more games and see that return to glory and Dante and everything. But when they took the different direction on it, and it went in that direction, and it wasn't something that I was into, I just kind of wanted to poke fun at it and give my opinion on it, and hopefully there were people out there with the same opinion as me, and it seemed like there were, and so that got a lot of steam and momentum, and I think Capcom had seen that, and I just hope that does translate to something in the future for the franchise, because I hope we do see more, but not quite in that take.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. And he's always amongst the best characters in the fighting game, so he's friggin' OP. Yes.
Hello, gentle sirs. First off, Joe, I really appreciate your Ready Player One review, as you can clearly see.
I love that film so much, and I think it's just a perfect send-up to gamers. And I know people give it a lot of shit, and they say, "Oh, Joe, you gave it too high a rating. It's not that good." And it's kind of fashionable sometimes to hate on these things, but I think that, you know, it was just, you know, celebrated it in the nicest way possible without sort of talking down to us gamers, you know?
Right. But my question is this. I recently just picked up a game at a flea market for about $25. I usually am a completionist, so I try to get every platinum for it. The requirement is I gotta play it twice. Do you have any survival tips for Ride to Hell Retribution?
Oh, God. 25 cents? That is way too much. Why did you waste that 25 cents? You could have had a gumball. You could have called your mom. Oh, no, that's 35 cents or something. Oh, no, payphones don't even exist anymore. Look at how old I am. Yeah, no, but you paid way too much. Yeah, don't play it again. I can't believe that achievement where you have to play multiple times. So, you know what sucks is we make fun of it and all, but secretly when I go to sleep, I'm like, God dang, I wish they would make a sequel. Because that would make such a good video. You know what I mean? It's like Red Letter Media. Have you guys seen their videos? They are so awesome. You should check them out. But they love watching bad movies. And to a certain extent, I like playing bad games. And there's these formulas where it's really bad, and then really incompetent, and then really, like, how could you mess this up so bad? Have a 12-year-old with a horny 12-year-old write the plot of the entire game, scribbled on notes at lunch, it seems like. And that is kind of an interesting train wreck to watch. So I wish they would make another one, but yeah. Oh no, are you okay? Sorry. Go ahead.
You guys have done a lot of good skits over the years. Yeah. Which one was your favorite to watch, and which one was your favorite to make? Like, my favorite was the Grand Theft Auto one.
Yeah, we'll all name one. I can't believe you gave me this question. I can't believe I don't have that prepared. Go ahead.
I had to go with the Metal Gear Solid 5 review. OJ rocked that quiet outfit. Everybody saw it, remember it? You remember that?
I'm trying to forget.
That was beautiful. I thought that was his best performance, nominated Emmys. Yeah, that was my favorite. Just, I showed up at the house for some reason, and OJ answered the door in the quiet outfit. And I just wanted to turn around and just leave. But no, that was great. I thought that was your best performance.
Just trying to be nonchalant. Mine was actually Yakuza. I like dressing up.
Oh, damn it, John!
Wrote karaoke, dressing up as Mr. Libido. That was pretty fun. The dancing was amazing.
You mean this one right here, John?
As you can see, I'm very happy.
Let's see it, Joe. Come on.
Do it.
Live right now. Now let's all stare at this for the next 10 minutes.
Oh, God. You can see how happy I was. I'm like, I gotta do what?
Man, I can't tell you what mine is because there's so many. I love them all. I felt like a badass doing Doom. I had such good relief and rage, stress relief from No Man's Sky. Ghostbusters is really fun because I love Ghostbusters and I've always wanted to dress up and put myself in the movie, and I finally got to put myself in Ghostbusters and try to do it justice for the fans of the Ghostbusters and not recent stuff. But probably, I think, amongst my favorites is The Witcher 3 because of just the silliness and the baby dancing and us dancing to the excellent music. So that's mine, Witcher 3. Yeah.
Joe.
Oh, was that you? Sorry, shoot. Go ahead.
Hello. So, as an incredibly busy businessman, if a meeting doesn't go your way with the suits or something doesn't quite pan out, what do you do to decompress?
Whew. I don't have time to decompress, but that's actually a secret for workaholics is your decompression is working on that next project. You know what I mean? You could go directly, oh, it's not working out, the licensing, they have to do this and approve, and it takes them 3 months to do something so simple. So then you go and you work on something else, or you go and do the next Angry Review, or you go do a stream. And so because I have these 4 things juggling or producing and directing some art and say, oh, I want the sculpt like this, and it just gets your mind off of, some other things that may not be going your way. And then you find that when you come back to it, you're refreshed and you look at it from a different angle and you say, oh, and you come up with some good ideas. So yeah, thank you. That's a great question. Yes?
Okay, this is for all 3 of you. What is your guiltiest video game pleasure?
World of Warcraft. I still play it and I hate myself for it. I've lost so many friends. They're gone forever to that game, and I can't get them back. Horde or Alliance? Oh, man. I'm Alliance. What is your pleasure, OJ?
I'm trying to think, man. I do actually play sports game, and I'm ashamed to admit I do play Madden because I'm in a
Oh, God dang it,
and
Joe.
I hate it.
I'm so mad at you that money comes from the
I
Angry
hate
Joe
it.
Show
I hate
to
it.
purchase Madden when it's the same game. Roster
You
update every
understand?
freaking
There's a
year.
trophy
And
involved.
I
There's
have
a
to
trophy.
contribute
I'm trying to
that.
get to the top.
It's because they have the freaking NFL license, and
There's
all
nothing
my
else.
friends buy it every year, even though I beg them not to. And they convinced me at one point to start doing live streams where we stream as a team. We'd like to do that again, but I just
It's
wish
so
that they
bad.
would have some competition. And because competition is great for video games, and it forces these developer teams to basically fight each other and one-up each other, and that kind of get your creative juices going, and it's just bleep EA and bleep the Oscars. No. Yeah, so who is that? Okay.
Wait, what was yours?
Oh, damn it! I thought I would get away with that. Oh no!
Yeah, take that.
Shoot, a video game. I could say something, funny or inappropriate, but I think I think it's probably the little crappy mobile games from time to time. For a while there, I played a lot of Star Wars. What is it called? Like Galaxy of Heroes. But I didn't drop much money in it. I think it was like $10, $15, $20, $30.
It keeps going up.
Keep going up.
But, it was zero up front, and I had some fun with it, but then I got bored of it, and I moved on. So those kinds of games, but it's a great question, and I'll have a better answer for you next time. Go ahead.
Just gotta say, you guys make like the best reviews out there.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
But the question is, what's each of your favorite games to play right now?
Go ahead, Dell.
Why am I always first? Because you got to buffer it, you got to think.
Okay. You are the fastest on the draw, and you're,
I got this. I just started playing the second version, or the second game of Uncharted. I have not played it, and that's actually my go-to right now. I'm finishing up the second game right now. So
All right.
Uncharted is so much fun.
All right, I got it. I don't know right now would be the right term, but my best game of all time was Bloodborne. Without a doubt. Like, 100% Bloodborne is my favorite of all time.
I still haven't beat it.
You
I need-
still
I need
haven't
your
beat
help.
it?
I need
He's been
your
on the
help.
same boss for
Yeah,
like
that's
2.5
the one that really
years.
got Joe in. That's the one that Joe really got into those kinds of games. I think Dark Souls, maybe Joe didn't understand the story or something, or
There was
what
none.
was it? I don't know.
There is none.
But I was so excited to see Joe get into Bloodborne, and he went way past where I went. So, yeah, as far as my game right now, unfortunately, just because I juggle so many different things, I don't get to play anything leisurely anymore. It's always for the show. I was doing a little bit of Far Cry 5 with Joe, and then we're going to start right away work on God of War. If we ever get a review copy, probably not. We'll have to get it when it comes out.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed that is good, because I never had the PlayStation. You know, I was always, I'll admit it to you guys, I was an Xbox fanboy for the longest time. And yeah, and that's why in that video I was so passionate and so determined to get in front of Major Nelson or anybody at Microsoft, really, and tell them, hey, this is not what we want, and can you guys not do this? Because it's the wrong decision. It's going to hurt you in the long run. Oh, no, there's no interview there. And I got in there, and I gave my opinion, and I think we know what happened, and you know, and how it turned out. So I just, you know, I get to play God of War. I've never played it before because I've got you know, from the old Sony stuff. But yeah, so I don't know if I answered your question, but thank you so much. Go ahead.
Hey Joe, how you doing? I'm a bit of a fan since your old Dragon Ball Z Scouter unboxings, like the one video you did.
Oh my God, where we ate that Japanese candy that
Yeah,
was
that
probably
was the
sitting
one.
in that
Oh my
box for
God.
like a year, 3 years or something like that. Yeah, that made us sick. You're a true fan, because that was a long time ago when I was skinny Joe.
I know, right?
Man, I put the shirt on sideways, I think.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I messed up.
What about it?
What?
What did you say about it?
I've been a fan since that video.
Oh man, thank you so much.
And my question is, for someone who's who's starting getting into like video editing, like, do you have any advice? And for example, like some green screen stuff.
I'm sorry.
Like for
what's
any
that?
advice for like video editing and like green screen stuff.
Green screen stuff. The programs I use.
Like Sony Vegas, Adobe Premiere.
Yeah. So I use them all. I use Sony Vegas for the longest time because I started 10 years ago, and I'm a man of pattern and habit, and I just didn't switch from it. And then there's Adobe Premiere, which is much more powerful, and if I need to do anything crazy, I'll go there. After Effects is also a program where we'll do special effects. I've got the other fourth member of the AngryJoeShow. He's not here, but that's Lashman, and he's in Poland. Poland is friggin' awesome, man. It creates some of the most talented people ever, and so he will help me with special effects. And yeah, so we use a ton of different programs. Yeah. Here.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Okay. First of all, thanks for coming. I did not know you were coming at all. I'm so
Oh my
thrilled.
gosh, there's so many. I don't know how when does this end?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I try to get as many of you as possible.
Sorry,
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Dell. Announce that.
Answer his question.
Okay, yes.
Sorry. So,
I'm sorry, I'm nervous, and usually I have stuff prepared, and so, yeah, go ahead.
So, go Cowboys, by the way. Been a fan
Yeah,
since
yes,
1990.
yeah, hell yeah.
If there was something you would say to your old self, like since like your first review, what would you say?
Whew. My old self. What would I say to my yeah. What would I say to my old self? I would say grow a thicker skin during the beginning. Because initially I thought I would say, don't read the comments, but that's not me, man. That's part of it keeps you going. So the fans who support you, you have to, you dig through the comments, you feel, oh my God, that was the greatest review, you keep getting better, you're so cool, and I love it, and I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna try to do better, and then you get the real bad ones that'll like make you think about yourself at night, but it's funny because those motherfuckers keep coming back. I see the stats in the dashboard, and so in their own, kind of twisted way, they want you to succeed too. So I don't want to say don't read them, but just have thicker skin and realize that a lot of the time when somebody makes a comment on the internet too, and I've seen this like in Reddit, like places, they just hate me and they think I'm some completely like different person or asshole that doesn't like people, or I don't know what to describe it. I've seen people, oh, Joe's like that guy in high school, and I was like, no, why are you making me into this person? So you just don't take it personally because they don't think you're reading and they're just kind of venting. you know. It may be about something else, not even you.
And I will just say one more thing too. Because of you guys, I'll multitask.
Nice.
Because of you guys, you are the voice of the gamers.
No, don't say that. See, the trolls and haters get real mad. I do not claim. Thank you.
I know.
Thank
We're
you
just
guys.
saying, you guys
I do not
keep-
claim to be the voice of gamers. What I like to do is I like to take your feedback that I read and I try to put that in front of the camera and in front of publishers so they can get that directly filtered from you guys.
That's the thing. You listen.
Yeah.
You reflect it, and make sure that you guys tell us that hey, you know, you're not bought out by anybody. So
thank you.
Your feedback is very important. I thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And 5 minutes.
Do you have the pictures? Do you have the pictures?
I think so.
All right, so we've had the show for like 8
No,
or 10
I don't have it.
It's fine. We could just have OJ model.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we've had the show for like 8 or 10 years, and we never officially got merch.
Yeah, let me jump in here. I don't know if you recent YouTubers, they like merch. And for the past 10 years, I just feel awkward, promoting myself and things. And over time, I realized that you don't have to, because the haters will keep you down. How dare you charge, $19.95 for a shirt about your show and things like that, and that supports your show. And I've started to realize that could be another advice if you're starting, and what you could do differently is don't be afraid to promote yourself. Nobody is going to promote yourself, especially if you don't promote yourself. So I think it's perfectly fine to do and find partners who are willing to do merch or whatever to help generate another revenue stream for you, especially in YouTube, because it's getting crazy out there, and it's getting a little worried sometimes. So go ahead, Dell.
So I looked around for a long time to find something that would like be on a quality where it represents the show. And so it took me a long time, but so this is unofficial as of right this second, wink. But we went with a company called MetaThreads, OJ, if you stand up.
Cool.
And so we're finally going to be getting really cool shirts. Let me talk this out. But you guys will be able to finally rep the Angry Army.
It looks like we're professional MLG gamers. And I want you guys to look like this, and we can roll to conventions together and be in the actual, have an Angry Army thing. And yeah, there's the hoodies. So thank you to MetaThreads for putting this together, and we're possibly going to come out with like some shirts, and I'm not going to shove it in your face all the time like some channels do, but if you guys want it and want to rep, or at least when we see each other, let's wear that and go out so people are like, who is that? Why are there so many people? They're not going to attack us. I don't know what it is. When you're at the stoplight and we're all walking together, we always like clash with the other people walking the other way. It looks so cool. Anyway. So, but could I mention that one secret thing that they were working on? Is that?
Yeah, go for it.
Can I drop it?
Just say
one of my dreams, I was like, okay, if I'm gonna do merchandise, I want to do the best merchandise. You guys know I put 110% in everything I do, and no company has been able to do it. But this one, and they may not be able to, but we'll see, can actually make an Angry Joe jacket so that you can have your own double white stripes, and that shit would be awesome. Because this jacket's just cool anyway. For so many years, it served me well. The ladies are like, wow, this guy's, attractive, built. And then I take the jacket off and they're like, whoa, what the hell? So you too can be as fake attractive as Angry Joe when he made videos 5 years ago. All right, go ahead. Oh, yes, sir.
So I just had the question. So you're a big Superman fan. What is your favorite Superman story?
Put me on the spot there. I have so many. The comic, I don't remember what it is. It's with a U, where basically he's a vegetarian and he's flying over a flock of sheep or something like that, and it's got Lex Luthor in it when they grew up together. I forget what that one's called, but that one's one of my favorites. I'm just really nervous. It's Red Sun Superman.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. I love any anything having to do with Superman. I'm trying to think of some bad Superman ones. Linkara, my boy who reviews comic books, has some really good ones where Superman's using guns and stuff like that are terrible, and I hate those. Y'all should watch his videos because they're so entertaining. But yeah, thank you so much.
All right, thanks.
I wish I had a better answer for you.
So this is kind of a question for all three of you. I know you've at least played Fallout, Joe, and I was wondering if they are going to make another Fallout, where would you like to see them go? Because in New Vegas, they obviously had Vegas and a more deserty area, and then 4, they had the different swamps and nice parts of Boston.
Oh, this is great. This is cool because I do have an idea for that. I want to see the Greater War or whatever. What happened?
Great War, yeah.
We saw a piece of that at the beginning when
Yeah.
you're running in the suburbia or whatever.
Yeah, it was the 22-minute war.
And I was like, man, it would be cool if one of these days we got to like travel to. Well, I think they kind of did a little bit of that in some of the DLC, but you know, where you get to travel to the other countries that supposedly we went to war with or something like that, or maybe just an area out, you know, on the planet that we've never done, or go underwater. What's going on with all those creatures under the, are they being affected by the fallout deep underwater, ocean, or an island? Mix it up with Far Cry.
Like try China, because they were also affected by nuclear bombs.
Exactly. I would love to see something like that. Hell yeah.
All right. So for me, Chicago, mainly because they did a few games in Chicago, and that's the last place the Enclave is, and Chicago's all super mutants. So I think doing Chicago would be really, really good for them to do, because you'd have the Enclave again, the Brotherhood, the West Brotherhood, which broke off a long time ago, and you'd have like tons of super mutants and talking Deathclaws, which is pretty great.
I would want to see Tokyo, Japan. That'd be amazing.
Japan, yeah.
Oh yeah, Godzilla.
Oh hell yes, Joe. my biggest one. I don't know, Ubisoft, if you're watching or listening. I want, you know, I don't really play Assassin's Creed too much anymore. The latest one has its things, but it was cool and it looks amazing. I want Japan. Please give me ninjas and samurais, and I will play that, and I'll make a review, hopefully it's good, and tell everybody to buy it, because Japan, and you know what's crazy? I was talking with the guy, I think it was like the CEO or something. He was like super important because he had a bunch of people around him, and I said, and I made the suggestion while we were playing Egypt, or another one, and when I said Japan, he just started smiling really big. And I don't know if that means anything, but he's just smiling so big. But anyway, I did want to mention this, you know, for the Kickstarter. Right now, because we blew past the required amount to make it, anything that we're getting now, I'm just giving to you guys, you know, free. So, well, you know, it's within the stretch goals where you get these miniatures that you don't pay for. It gets added. And that's a one-time thing because you have to purchase it right then to get all those stretch goals. So I just want to let you know that we've unlocked already Guile. He's added to everybody's game and his 40-card deck with all his badass moves. And Blanca here. These are work in progress. Their final poses are going to be greater. We're coming up on you know, E-Honda here that you can get added to the pledge. Let's see where we're at, 687. And I don't know if many of you guys are familiar with Kickstarter, but it's pretty cool because you get these little adventure thing that I made here. I did all the graphics and stuff with me and my buddy Lashman. So it goes down and you unlock all this stuff for free. We get to basically make the game even better, even though I blew out all the components. So we're coming up on E-Honda and Dalsim. And what I really want to get is Cammy because she's like one of my favorite fighters. So hopefully we make it that far. But go ahead.
Joe.
Yes. We're done. Oh, we're out of time. Thank you guys so much for coming. And just, you know, come over here and we'll have these guys hand out some stuff.